Nightmare walking, psychopath talking, king of the jungle, just a vampire stalking. Nightmare walking.
What's going on today, guys? It's your boy Dragon Master coming at you today. So today we're doing a couple of videos. They're both going to be deck profile videos. The first one is going to be on my Dark Magician deck profile, and then the second one's going to be on my Galaxy Eyes deck as well. So without further ado, let's jump right on in. Take care of Dark Magician. So to start things off with, guys, I do run 3 Dark Magicians in this deck. I chose these 3 because they are my favorite copies out of all the Dark Magicians I have, and I have nearly every artwork there is for Dark Magician. These are literally my 3 favorites. You can't go wrong with the OG Dark Magician. He's just overall badass. So, to follow that up, I do run 3 Oracle Mahads. Mainly because when you do draw into him, you are able to special summon him right then and there. Along with that, when he does battle with a dark attribute monster, his attack points are initially doubled. So not only are you able to special summon a 2500 attack point monster the same turn you draw him, but you're also summoning a monster who, you know, when attacking a dark attribute monster, gains another 2500 attack points on top of that. Plus, when Mahad is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can then special summon 1 Dark Magician monster from your hand or deck or graveyard. So it's also resurrection power as well. And I also run 2 Dark Magician Girl. Now I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Why are you running Dark Magician Girl? Why not Illusion Apprentice Magician?" I don't have Illusion Apprentice Magician. Trust me, if I did, she would be in here. Unfortunately, I do not. I do need to get a few more cards for this deck in order for it to be where I want it to be. But for the time being, this is what I got. This is what I'm working with. And I've had a lot of success with this deck, too. I've done an immense amount of training with it. And just overall, the deck is a complete badass. To round up my Dark Magicians, I do run Dark Magician of Chaos. And the main boss monster for the deck, Dark Magician-wise anyway, is Sorcerer of Dark Magic. I remember seeing this card in the movie. It was a lot more badass in the movie. With the ability to take away 500 attack points from your opponent's monster for each spellcaster in the graveyard. However, the real life one doesn't have that same effect. But it's still a very good card to have on the field, especially when it comes under your opponent activating trap cards. This next set of monsters, a lot of you are probably going to give me grief for, but again, I've done an extensive amount of R&D with this deck, and it's been very successful. I run 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. Now, some people are going to be saying, why are you running 3 Blue Eyes in a Dark Magician deck? You know, are you running something like Ultimate Dragon, Neo Ultimate Dragon? You know what's going on. I run these 3 Blue Eyes for Chaos Max. Chaos Max needs a level 8 monster or monsters to be sacrificed that total level equals 8. And that's Blue Eyes, plain and simple. Plus, with Chaos form and, you know, just really Chaos Max's effect anyway, I can have a Blue Eyes in the graveyard by some chance, play Chaos form, banish that Blue Eyes, and summon Chaos Max like that. So I don't even necessarily have to have Blue Eyes in my hand. It can be in my graveyard. To round out the Blue Eyes cards, I also run Deep Eyes. Again, you guys should know why. I'm going to get into more of the monsters here that'll really make Deep Eyes effect pop, I guess you can say. To help summon out my Blue Eyes White Dragon if I wanted to, I also run 3 Assault Wyvern just for the fact that whenever he does destroy an opponent's monster by battle, I can then special summon a Dragon-type monster except for Assault Wyvern from my hand or graveyard. To further that, I also run 3 Dwarf Star Dragons. Just for the simple fact that during the end phase of the turn he is normal or special summon, I can then add 1 level 7 or higher dark or light monster from my deck to my hand, which will come in handy. To round out the monsters, I'd run 1 Maxi for draw power, 1 Ghost Ogre, 2 Battle Fader, and 1 Swift Scarecrow. Now moving on to the spell card portion. To start things off, we're going to go with the Dark Magician theme. First, of course, I run 3 Dark Magic Veil, just for the simple fact that it does allow me to special summon a Dark Spellcaster monster from my hand or my graveyard, just by offering up 1,000 points. So it's a very good way to get out a Dark Magician or a Dark Magician Girl. I also run 2 Thousand Knives, along with 2 Dark Magic Attack for, of course, back row nuking and destroying very problematic monsters. I also run 1 Dark Magic Inheritance, 1 Expanded, and 1 Dark Magic Circle. Now, I know Dark Magic Circles usually ran at 3 in these decks. I only have 1 right now. Like I said, I do need to get a hold of quite a few more cards in order to get this deck up to where I want it to be. So, for right now, it is kicking ass as it is. So, once I get a hold of those cards, we'll see how much more of a badass it can become. Because I run 3 Chaos Max, I am also running 3 Chaos Form. What else am I running here? So, I also run, for draw power, of course, Sacred Sword of 7 Star. Sorry if I seem a little groggy, I did just wake up a little bit ago. Again, for draw power, I also run Spellbook of Knowledge, and to search out that spellbook, if need be, 1 Spellbook of Secrets. Again, for special summoning my high-level monsters like Dark Magician Girl, and Blue Eyes, I run 1 Ancient Rules, and then to summon into my Dark Paladin, 1 the Eye of Timaeus. So yeah, that does it for the spell cards. Let's move on to our traps. Our trap lineup will start with 1 Eternal Soul. Again, I know it's usually ran at 3. I only have 1. 2 Magician Circle, just so I can summon out a Dark Magician Girl, from my deck if need be. 2 Mirror Force for pesky monsters that are pissing me off. To further that, 1 Horn of Heaven and 1 Torrential Tribute as well. I also run Call of the Haunted for resurrection power, Solemn Warning for card effects, and because I stated in the last video, I am such a big fan of virus cards, and really I want to see just how well this card can do in a deck that is definitely a little bit more geared for it. And like I said, I've had a lot of success with it, so must be doing something right. The last trap card is Full Force Virus. Full Force Virus, I've come to find out, is actually a very handy trap card. Just for the simple fact that by tributing 1 dark monster with 2,000 or more defense, I can check my opponent's hand, all monsters they control, and all cards they draw until the end of the 3rd turn. After which, I can destroy all monsters whose original defense are 1,500 or less. So this card definitely comes in handy against like Trek Stars and just overall pain in the ass decks like that. Now that that's out of the way, we'll move on to our extra deck, which we're only running 3 cards in the extra deck. So the first card we're going to start off with is Ebon High Magician, followed by Ebon Illusion Magician, and Dark Paladin. The biggest thing for this deck is that it's not meant to run around the extra deck, which is why there's not a whole lot of monsters in the extra deck per se. So that's it for the profile, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more awesome videos like this. Also, leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think of the deck, how you think I can improve it, and overall just some things like that if you have any questions. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Stay tuned. Like I said, there will be a Galaxy Eyes deck profile posted later today. So until next time, guys, this is Dragon Master signing off. Peace!
Nightmare walking, psycho